welcome back to Bullshh-It. I am Christy Grable.
And I am Lawrence Grable.
You change up your name all the time.
I'm the most full of shit in the room.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to tell you this.
What's up?
So I was at an event tonight, and this is so funny. This lady comes up to me and she's like, "Hi," and she introduces.
You look very nice tonight, by the way.
Thank
You're
you.
not in your Crocs and sweatpants, so
Thank you
you're
very
very
much.
dressed up. You look very pretty.
Thank you. So this lady walks up to me and, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I need to repay the compliment. I love your new LA hat.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
very bright and vibrant.
Yes, my other one looked like a worn-out mitt.
No, it looked worse than that.
Looked like a pair of homeless person's shoes is what it looked like. You never know how bad something that you thought looked good looked until you get a new one. That could apply to a lot of things, by the way. But that being said, yes, it's very vibrant and I love it.
And beautiful, and my favorite color, blue. Can I finish my story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this lady walks up to me and she goes, "Who are you?" And I said,
She didn't say, "Hi, my name is."
No.
What's your name? She just said, "Who are you?"
Like, "Who are you?" And I said, "My name is Christy." And she goes, "Christy," and I go, "Christy Grable," and she goes, "And who are you?" I said, "I am the Christy Grable."
You are kidding me. Somebody actually said that to you?
It was so funny. She was nice afterwards when I picked food out of her hair after she drug it through her.
If you're gonna be a bitch, don't have food in your hair, right?
She wasn't. She was very kind. She was just trying to figure out where. I think she'd seen me before, and she didn't know where to place me. And she was like, "Okay, who are you?"
She could have been a lot nicer about it. She said, "Hi, my name is,"
Yeah, because I had to
Jane
ask.
Doe.
I had to ask Debbie. I was like, "Who's the
What's
lady
your
across
name?
from you?"
I feel like I've seen you before. What's your name?
Yeah, I know.
I said, "And you are?"
And I said, "The Christy Grable." Everybody around me laughed.
God. How do you always have these encounters with like the meanest people ever?
She wasn't mean. I promise. She wasn't mean. It was just.
Well, you totally made her sound mean.
Okay, well, it wasn't mean to make her sound mean. I mean, I guess it could have kind of sounded mean.
Sounded really kind of not nice.
Okay.
Don't talk to people that way.
No, that's true.
Rude.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And you picked the topic for tonight.
All right. So
Somebody torqued you off today. We had a totally different topic.
Same person, different fucking day.
Yeah.
Okay. Gym etiquette is what we're going to talk about today, and not just at my our 9-round kickboxing, but you go to LA Fitness too, and there.
Been to a lot of gyms.
You've been to a lot of gyms over the years, and so your etiquette is going to be way different than mine. Whenever I was looking up this topic today, a lot of it applied to like big box gyms, like be nice and re-rack, and we don't have that. Everybody puts everything away. Our members are just absolutely wonderful, and
put it back where it fucking belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just re-rack it wherever you want. You can't. Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
No,
you can put your stuff in when it's time. Okay, so my topic, the topic that I chose today, was gym etiquette, and it's this one is not really etiquette. This is just common fucking sense. Courtesy. Common courtesy. Okay?
Yes.
And we're going to just not spend...
Take a deep breath.
I know. When someone walks into my studio after stepping in the mud.
Yeah, so the parking lot in our studio, our landlord sucks at landscaping. And so there's a lot of like dirt instead of like mulch or plants. And they water the dirt every morning, so it's dirty and it can be muddy in the morning. By the afternoon, it's usually dry.
So it's just mud. So it's just dirt.
It's usually just mud, yeah.
Well, so there have been several members in our 7 years with our gym that step right in the mud, and I'm thinking, would you walk into your house?
They probably do.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
I can't even wrap my mind around that, okay?
And when she says they step in the mud, it's not like they just kind of walk on the dirt and their shoes get a little dirty. These fuckers step and their shoe sinks in like 2 inches into the mud where they have to like, where it goes out.
It's the truth. We are not exaggerating. I mean, I literally.
And they will walk in like, they just walk in, walk around like no big deal.
It is, and we have black mats, so
And-
you can see that shit.
And my favorite part is I'll be like, you got a lot of mud on your shoes. You need to go back outside and get the mud gone, or get some different shoes. They will walk literally right outside the door, not even like around the corner of the door, and just right outside the door and start stomping their feet. And I'm like,
stomping.
And I have to go out and go, so all you're doing is transferring the mud from your shoes to right here, so that when the next person comes in, they're going to step on it.
Or they'll go to our mat at the front door and start
swiping it off.
And our mat is black. This has 9 round on it in red, and we're like, do you not see what you're doing here? I've gotten to where I look down at their shoes after I see who the culprit is.
Yeah.
I look down and see if maybe it's Velcro or just slip-ons, because how the fuck do they tie their shoes in the morning?
I can't believe they're allowed to drive. I mean,
I know.
How did you pass your driver's license test and you don't know to not step in the fucking mud?
Oh my god, it is quite remarkable. And we've got some stories. But
we got a good history. We had a member.
Are you going with a member that we fired?
I don't know which one. You have your notes there, so I'll let you kind of lead the way.
Okay, so we fired a member a couple years ago because she had stepped in the mud. So, when someone steps in the mud, we're very kind at the first time. We're very kind. We're like, hey, just go out and do. Sometimes we'll have them jump rope outside just to kind of it just happens, okay? And then we're like, hey, you know what? Maybe not park on the spots that are line up right with the mud, because clearly your balance isn't good enough. You can't walk on the fucking curb, right?
And we now have our staff park in one of the parking spots right up front,
which is. You
frown
on that, right? You don't want your staff to park up front, but it's so bad.
I want to put a sign at the front door that says, you know how in factories and things they have how many days since there's been an accident.
Oh my god!
I want to put a sign up that says how many days until mud, and then when somebody tracks dirt in the floor, I want to write a 0 on it and take their picture with it and put it on social media.
Oh my god! Well, we got to do something. We've got to do something, because some of these people have done it 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 10 times, and I'm just like, we've even sent out an email saying you're pissing the butcher off basically when you walk in, because here's the thing, we're starting to get really busy at 9 Round, and our trainers don't have the time
to pull out
the vacuum between sessions, between people.
When there's 8 people on 9 people on the floor.
Yes, and it's just not fair. And you know what? Anyway, let me back up.
Okay.
We fired a member
a couple years ago.
I pissed her off by saying something. Larry ended up ultimately firing her, and it was just kind of funny because it was.
These are grown adults.
Grown ass adults.
And asking them to not track mud into the gym is evidently the most offensive thing that a gym owner can say, because they lose their shit.
Yes, they do.
And I don't track mud. I'm like, it's not the first time.
It's not the first time. You did, and especially, and you laugh at it. You laugh like, oh, ha, 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 ha.
So,
but this particular person's house was immaculate. I'm like,
yeah. So anyway, they blasted us on Facebook for basically telling her we don't, because she took it out on the trainers and was mean to them.
Yeah.
And so I just said, look, we don't want you here anymore. It's run its course. I think you'd be better off somewhere else where you can track mud all over the gym.
You know what? Be mean to me. Be mean to Larry. We give 0 fucks, but don't mess with my trainers.
Yeah.
That's when Mama Bear and Daddy Bear are going to come out.
So that's one example. The email thing is funny because.
Hold on, I'm going to let you get to that.
Oh, you're. Okay.
I'm going to let you talk.
You don't let me talk.
I'm going to let you talk. Yes,
right,
yes. That's on there. That's on there. So we had this is prior to the email thing. We had a member, and she was in her 20s, and you know what? Let's give 20-year-olds a little bit of slack, because they're entitled and stuff, so let's give them a little bit of slack.
Speaking as the parent of a 20-year-old.
Exactly. So I came in, the gym was hopping. We had 8 or 9 people in there, and I went in there, and there was mud everywhere. I'm talking at round 1, at round 2, at round 3, at round 4. She was at round 5, and I had figured out who it was, because I'm not gonna come and attack you if your shoes are clean. I know who you are, because usually I see you do it. So I'll go there. I was like, hey, can you just go outside and stomp your feet? And she was so pissed. Maybe she was having a bad day. I don't know. I don't really care. The gym was swamped. And she, in front of everybody, takes her gloves off, storms off, said, I don't have to put up with this shit. I paid too much money. I'm like, listen, I'm not getting onto you. I'm just saying, don't park right there, because I knew that her car was right there. I was like, just don't park there because it's easy to step in that mud.
Yeah.
I was being very kind, and then she's like, I paid too much fucking money for this place. And I go, you know what? And at this time I was mad. I said, you know what? You're right. And I want you to turn around and look. So does every other fucking member in here. I didn't say fucking. I'm just mad now.
Thank you.
So does every other member in here. They pay a lot of money too, and they don't need to be laying in your dirt when they do sit-ups and push-ups and
that's right.
low plank.
That's
I said, it's not fair. And so she got mad. She went home. She told her mommy. Her mommy came up and started cussing Larry out. I'm
No.
I'm gonna let you take over now.
The mama came up and started cussing out one of our trainers.
Oh, forgot about that.
And the trainer was like, look, I don't know anything about it. You have to come back up here and talk to Larry. And so
she was like, okay, when will he be here?
Yeah, and she said he'll be here this afternoon. And so I went back up that afternoon. And the mom walked in, and I said, look, I know that you cussed at one of my trainers, so I'm going to record this. And I said, I'm going to video and record it. So I actually still have the video on my phone because it's funny to watch, because it's a grown woman defending her 20-year-old daughter for being able to track mud in to the gym. Like, she's entitled to be able to do that. And, or track mud anywhere. I mean, what the hell? Not even a gym. Like, don't track mud anywhere. And so I recorded it, and the first thing I said was, look, I'm going to let you say your piece, but the first curse word you drop at me, this is over, and you're leaving. And we're done, and you're out of here. She made it about 10 words in until she dropped an F-bomb, and I go, we're done. And it's your typical, like, I mean, she looks like she smokes like 12 packs of cigarettes a day. Like, the hair's all like ratted out. And I mean, just, I don't even know what was really going on, but,
you know what, honestly, she's just trashy.
The sad thing is that we see her all the time, so evidently we hang out the same places she does. So I don't know, I'm not casting stones, right? I mean, whatever.
You know what?
I like to hang out at trashy places too, I guess. But it was really funny, and then like I got the email saying, we're not going to pay, and she's not doing her 30 minutes, and I go, yeah, she is, because if she doesn't, I'll sue her ass, and I'll get my money, because just don't piss me off. Most of the time I'll be like, whatever, you know, but just don't piss me off.
I mean, we know where the daughter got it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Well, here's the thing I don't understand is like, and we should be mindful of this as parents, is like, why does every 25 and under year old need to have mommy and daddy come save them from a contract they signed, or from somebody being mean to them, or somebody correcting them? Like, where have we gotten in society? Shit, when we grew up, our friends' parents disciplined us.
Right.
You know, I mean, they were like, you know, I never got spanked by anybody, but we got disciplined by, they were, you know, you knew if you were out of line with them.
You're like, you're not doing the right thing.
So then, 3 months ago, whatever, it's rainy here, so there's a lot of mud. Finally, we were like, okay, I want to send an email, remind everybody to you know, clean their shoes and not step in the mud and like be respectful. And so I sent an email out, and I admittedly made the mistake of not saying, hey, everybody.
Right.
It said, hey, and then it had your name. Because you can do that with technology. It's awesome. And so I got like 3 emails from people going, I didn't track money, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa.
Then we're not talking about you.
I was like, well, then I'm not talking about you. And I said, and this email went out to everybody. Did you hear?
Yes, the dog is like.
And one 50-year-old man went on like a 3-paragraph rant. And I actually was sending it to him. Like, he is the reason we sent the email out.
Oh, it wasn't just for mud. It was for also being late.
Not being on time.
Yes.
And bringing mud in. He was actually the person we sent to. And he blah, blah, blah. And I said, look, you weren't the only one that got it. It's been a problem. Don't take it personally, but, you know, don't track mud in and be on time. Yeah. And he said, I want to quit and I want to refund.
I didn't think he was the mud person.
Yeah, he is. And he said, I want to quit. And I said, sorry, you're paid up, for the remainder of your term. We ain't refunding because you can't track because you are mad about not being able to track. I literally said, we're not going to refund you because you're upset that you can't track mud into the gym.
Well, and also there was another girl that I didn't realize that he had tracked mud. There was another person, I shouldn't say girl, person, and she actually sent an email saying, I am so sorry.
Yes.
And we're like, thank you so much.
She was another one of them that was specifically directed.
And she has not ever done it again.
Yeah, she totally apologized. She's
apologized.
awesome.
And
She's
I'm like,
in every day.
thank you for doing that. It's just really, really hard for my trainers to have to pull away from the other members because we only get them for 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes when they come in. So
this is gym etiquette, right? So it's like be respectful, but also be respectful of the people that work there's time. Like we have a pretty clear rule that you need to be there ready to go 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes before we close.
Yes.
Longer is better. This person shows up 5 minutes after the time, and the trainers are,
guess what?
They're nice.
Well, a lot of them have second jobs,
right?
Or
they go to school,
and they have to get off work when
they don't have time
them.
to deal with you because you couldn't make it in.
Yes.
The earliest you could make it in was 10:05 in the morning.
And you're
the
missing.
Fuck you been doing all morning?
Exactly.
So
yeah, it's just not fair to them.
But that etiquette and the funny thing. So a little bit about 9 round, right? We have a bell, a timer bell that tells you when to start the round, when 30 seconds is left, and when the round is over. Then we have, that bell sounds very different. It's electronic. Then we have an actual bell that you hit with a hammer. Ding, ding, ding when you're done. So this same person today.
The same one that brings in mud.
Yeah. This is after you left. Somebody hit the bell, ding, ding, ding. And she goes,
oh no.
She goes, was that the end of the round?
We're like, yep, move to the next one.
No, listen. And then right after that, another member who was leaving goes, ding, ding, ding. And she goes, was that the beginning of the round? The end? What was that? And I'm like, this person's been here for like a year and still doesn't know.
Oh, no.
So your thing about like maybe needing Velcro shoes or something like that. Maybe.
You know what? I actually watched this person trying to be very mindful of like this person and being very generic about them.
Yeah.
Step in a mud puddle, not even a water puddle, like 3 inches before she came in. Looked down. It had been raining for 2 weeks here in California. Looked down like, where the fuck did that water come from? I was like,
and then walk right in.
I told my trainer, I go, oh my god, she just stepped in the mud, in the water puddle. It wasn't mud, thank God. It was just water.
But you don't get to work out with wet shoes either.
Guess what? Her sock was wet. That's how bad it was. I'm just like, oh.
Okay.
Okay, you know what we've done.
That's enough. That's enough bitching.
Okay, sorry guys.
We're
this
gonna,
is a bitch
but
session.
we need
this
right
therapy.
now. This was therapy for us, but right now we need to have a word from our sponsor.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Our paid sponsor, or is it not paid?
Not paid. Still
okay.
Not paid. We don't have any paid sponsors.
Oh,
we're the paid sponsors.
A word from our non-paid sponsor.
All right. And tonight, our sponsor that is not paying us is Lucky Luke's. It's a brewery here in Santa Clarita. I'm having the Lucky Luke's American Blonde because I love blondes. I'm married to an American blonde. All right, here we go. Gotta wait on my American blonde to get her damn headphones back on.
I had to put my glasses on. This writing is really small.
Okay. Here you go.
Thanks.
Sure thing.
You know, we've been married for almost 28 years.
Yep, I know.
And yet, we've never been in a beer commercial together.
Yep, that's true.
I mean, we're perfect for it. We're the quintessential beer drinking couple.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
Imagine it. We're sitting on a beach, watching the sunset, and we crack open a couple of cold ones.
And we clink our cans together.
And then we look deep into each other's eyes.
And we realize all we need is each other and Lucky Luke's original American Blonde.
Yes! And then the slogan flashes across the screen. Life's better with beer
And
love.
Luke's original American Blonde. This would be a great idea if we weren't actually divorced.
What are you talking about?
Well, Valerie, you know what I'm talking about. We've been separated for a year.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
I still miss the way you used to go get me a Lucky Luke's every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah. Especially on warm nights like this.
You get your own beer.
Damn, we're good together.
Damn straight.
All right, and we're back. That was outstanding. Thank you to Lucky Luke's for being our non-paying sponsor tonight.
I love Lucky
Which
Luke's.
means I went and bought. Actually, they've been a sponsor a couple weeks ago because they donated a couple of kegs for your charity for Circle of Hope.
You know what though? I did meet a girl tonight at an event that I was at, and they are having.
How many events did you go to tonight?
Well, just one, same event, and she is. Gosh, I forgot the title, but they are having a fundraiser at Lucky Luke's on July 8th. Okay. So we should actually. It's cancer related for police officers. She has a nonprofit for police officers who have cancer. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about this.
Gym fuckery,
guys. You're going to be able to relate to this. Those of you who work out, those of you who don't,
start working out.
Just start working out or just go to episode 105.
So, disclaimer, all these people that we're going to talk about that do things wrong in a gym, I am still glad they're there. I would rather they be there working out, giving me something to laugh at or get disgusted with or frustrated with, than not be there. Like, I'm glad they're there. I wish more people were at the gyms. You know.
So the worst people at the gym, according to trainers, dailyburn.com.
I saw this one on your. I mean, I googled this up. It was the first one, so if you want to read along.
Yeah, it is dailyburn.com. It was, like I said, it's the top 20 things that infuriate trainers, like the worst people that they have to encounter. And I'm gonna let you chime in because I don't go to a big box gym, so a lot of this doesn't
also
apply.
Like to smack the shit out of the microphone every once in a while. Somebody probably just had a wreck if they were listening to this in the car.
So sorry if I just caused that. So I don't know if these stats are right, but these cracked me up. Hold on, just pause just for a second. I gotta put my glasses on. I can't see shit because I'm fucking old.
Those headphones, you are really having a battle. God, I hope you're watching this on YouTube.
Oh my god, so ridiculous. Okay, so according to a survey conducted by Nuffield Health, it's a UK-based health firm, 2,000 people were polled, okay? Did you read this or no?
No.
Okay. This is so funny and so gross. 74% said fellow gym goers were guilty of bad gym etiquette. 74%. Does that sound about right? Like that's
probably. I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay. Many implicated themselves as well.
We'll have to hear what they consider bad etiquette.
49% admitted to having used water bottles and towels that weren't actually theirs.
Who did? The people that were polled?
Yes.
That's water bottles and towels that weren't theirs?
What, you just, like, you're sweaty and pick someone else's towel up and then just put it back down? That is gross.
I've never seen that. I don't believe that shit.
And drinking someone else's water?
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay, that's good. We should definitely check up on this.
That's suspect.
33% revealed they exercise without deodorant.
I believe that.
That is a really high percent.
I believe it. People stink.
Yeah, okay. I won't dissect all of this. 18% fessed up to working out despite coughing, sneezing, and being sick.
That's probably right.
18%? That seems kind of high. When I'm sick, that's the last thing I'm going to do.
No. I mean, like when I got COVID a couple of weeks ago, I worked out on Monday because all I thought I had was allergies. So who knows how many people I infected.
Oh my God. Okay. 16% flat out said they don't wash their clothes between workouts.
That's fucking gross. I saw that. I actually did see that. Again.
That is gross.
Again, you can spot those people in the gym because they wear the same fucking thing every day. Like you can just tell. Like what they, and it's, so I work out in the morning and it's probably not those, it might be. I don't know, it's gross.
So nasty.
So when I got out of, I got a story about that. When we got out of college, I went to work at an oil and gas company, and I was like network administrator type thing. And there was one guy in the office. So we had like an office we had like a whole floor, maybe 2 floors, and we had like there were offices around the outside, and I would go fix people's computers. and I dreaded going to this one guy's office because he ran at lunch every day,
Ew.
and we didn't have showers, and so he would come in and just like spritz himself with cologne and put deodorant
Thinking
on.
it just masks it.
Oh my god, he smelled so bad, so bad. It was horrible.
That is so gross.
I would have rather smelled a
Did
fart.
you push play on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather smell the fart because it would go away after a while. All right, so what do you got next?
Okay, so we're gonna start our top 20. Okay.
Oh, I'm ready. What's number 1?
Do you want to know what I want for my birthday next January?
What's that?
Just something that I can hold up to see. So, because this
Like opera
is-
glasses?
Yes, because this hurts my ears, and I can't really remember the last ones I broke. Put them on.
Well, then don't wear your headphones.
I'd like to be able to hear myself. Okay.
Okay.
So number 1,
That's shocking.
the hoarder. Let me just
The
tell you what dailyburn.com said.
Yeah.
They stand in the same spot in front of the mirror with a collection of dumbbells and every weight around them and swear they're using them all
I hate these motherfuckers.
while doing 10 different exercises.
And they'll take the one flat bench that's quasi available, and then they'll be, they've got the 10s, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. Them all, yeah.
I have heard
I
you
hate
grab
those
about
assholes.
that before.
Stupid.
All right, number 2.
All right, I'm ready. You don't need more than 2 sets of dumbbells at any one time.
No.
Because you can't you should be
We're
superset
going
in
to
2
get to
things.
superset
I
in
got
a
you.
minute. The
We
not
got-
so superset.
Yeah.
That's now. Number 2, the not so superset.
So I got a
You
bone.
disagree with
I got a
this.
bone. Go ahead and read
Let me
what.
just tell you,
read
I'm
what
just
you
gonna
got.
I'm paraphrasing too. So
Okay.
superset, which means, for those of you who don't know what a superset means, it's you're alternating between 2 or more exercises at the same time. So you're doing 1 curls and then overhead press at the same time. Okay.
And so for all of us who are not trying to be bodybuilders anymore,
Like me, it maximizes your time, right?
that's right, and it keeps your heart rate up. It's great. I do it every workout now because my time of trying to be a bodybuilder is over.
But guess what?
What?
When you do that in the big box gym and people are there, it's their time and they're wanting to do their shit too, you're creating enemies. Larry disagrees with this. He doesn't care about creating enemies. Oh my
But
God,
I'm
so-
respectful. Like I take. So today.
So supersetting is luxury, though.
No, it's not.
That's what they say. It's a luxury.
No, it's
like
not.
it's,
Who are they? And they
this
can.
is dailyburn.com.
Okay.
It is one of the trainers that they pulled.
That's bullshit. Anyway.
It's not a necessity.
They can screw off. Supersetting is a fantastic tool, and you should do it. You know what the alternative is? The alternative is let me do a set of curls. First of all, nobody needs to be doing curls. You need to be doing big exercises. I see these old men come in.
You have me doing curls. Is that different?
Yes, but you're doing
You're
other big.
supersetting me.
Yes, and you're doing big exercises too. See these guys come in. They start like with calves, and then they do forearm curls, and then they do curls, and then they leave them like.
Why are they mixing calves with the
I
curls?
don't know what the fuck the point is. Have a plan, man. There's like 1,000 workouts. Go to tnation.com. I love this website. And find a workout. Or go to bodybuilding.com literally has hundreds of workout plans. Just go find something instead of just walking around and doing fucking calves. You know why I don't like the calf guy? Because he's always on the machine when I want to go to the machine.
Does he have big, sexy, muscular?
No, he's doing like 100 pounds. I'm like, bro, can we put the 300s on? Let's go.
Oh, I only did 30 today.
Anyway, go to your next thing.
Okay, number 3, the spoiled brat.
Oh, God.
All right? You know, blame it on the nannies, blame it on the babysitters, blame it on the butlers and the maids, but they don't clean up after themselves.
So I actually have a way we deal with these people. So when I see somebody leave weights on, like, let's just say it's a bench press, and they leave weights on, I go over to them and I go, hey man, are you done with the bench over there? And clearly I know they are because they took all their shit with them. And they're like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't tell because you didn't clean your shit up.
That's the best. Okay, you guys, that's so funny. Okay, number 4, the exhibitionist. Have you-
This one's not relevant.
Okay, so you have never seen that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
okay.
move on to the next one.
Okay, same goes for shorts and blah, blah, blah. Okay, what about the Miley? Have you ever heard of that? This made me laugh.
So I actually read this one, but I have a different take on it. But what is a Miley?
It says, we're just minding our own business and then at the pull-up bar, and then in comes the wrecking ball. Music blaring from their over-ear headphones, singing full voice for all to hear. Do people really come in singing?
Oh, it's worse than that.
I've never even seen
Some
this.
dudes, I've never seen a girl do this, but it's dudes.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
They will have like their little speakers, like the little pill speakers or whatever, you know, their little Bluetooth speakers.
Where whoever's around them can hear
Oh
it?
yeah, fuck yeah, they have it like on their backpack, just playing their music because they want to listen.
So rude.
They'll be dancing and singing and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, is it different than like being at the beach and we have our speakers out? Is it any different, really?
Yeah, because we're in a closed and fine.
Okay, true. Okay.
And I don't need to hear you listening to Staying Alive while I'm trying to work out.
But you like that song?
Not when I'm working out.
Oh, okay. Just thought that was funny.
It's all heavy metal.
Number 5 was the Miley. I thought it was hilarious. The
That is funny. Yeah, there's lots of people that sing and shit. But...
Okay, the pickup artist.
Oh, yeah, great stuff.
Leering men aren't just creepy. They're one of the biggest reasons women tell me they're intimidated by the weight room.
That is why our studio is so fantastic because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
First of all, our clientele is about 70 to 75% ladies, maybe more than that now. And you're just trying to survive in your 3 feet of space that you're, you know, because you're not really in 3 feet, but you're in, you know, you're round and you're just trying to live. And
space. You're
not worried about what anybody else is doing. And yes, I had never noticed it till I was working out with you one time. And I saw a bunch of old men checking you out.
Was this back home or back in Oklahoma?
Yeah, because we've never worked out
No.
together here at a weightlifting place.
No.
And I was
I don't need to. I got 9 round.
Yeah, right. And I was like, what the fuck? These guys are so creepy.
Ew.
Like,
I didn't even notice.
It's just terrible. And first of all,
that's so gross.
There's like ladies of all ages. I mean, there's like teenage girls in there working out to, you know, women, and it's like you don't know what don't do it. Like, just don't leer at them and don't, you know, just mind your own business. First of all, if you got time to do that shit, you ain't working out hard enough.
True. Which comes to my next number 7, the talker. So a typical gym goer wastes up to 35% of each sweat session on non-fitness activities.
And you know what? When it's a bunch of teenage boys, like a group of 3 or more, it's 90% of the session they spend going, bro.
I wish our son were down here to like chime in on this.
Oh my! He even gets pissed off.
He does because normally he goes to work out by himself, and he's like you, and he goes in there and he wants to get his shit done and get out of there.
He wants to do his work.
Right. Okay, number 8.
Bro.
Hey, bruh.
Bruh, I was bruh.
Bruh, I'm going to number 8.
Fucking hate those guys.
The texter.
Oh god.
Basically, I just said refer to the 35% comment above.
So there's some people who are like, hey, you should leave your phone in the locker in your bag. I actually use my phone. I use an app on it. I don't have my phone with me right now, but I use an app on it to track my workout. So I'm like putting in my weight and reps and tracking everything. So I have my phone out the whole time, but that's all I use it for. Like I get pissed when I get a text while I'm working out. I don't really like to be called. I should put it on airplane mode so people won't bother me.
You ready for number 9?
Yeah, I'm ready. God, we've got 11 more of these to go.
The drama queen. Dumbbells basically it's the dropping of the dumbbells after you do your whatever. You know, when you're doing if you're doing dumbbell bench press and you're like you're just big in drama about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know that.
I mean,
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
When I deadlift, I do drop the weight, but it's rubber weights, so.
Number 10, the know-it-all. Dole out unsolicited advice and you're bound to push buttons.
You don't even know how hard I have to resist the urge to do this every single day. Every time I see somebody doing a squat, I'm like, because the form is so bad.
Well, I think that's different than if it's going to hurt them, but I can see where you would just keep your mouth shut. Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not going to do it.
Number 11, the body double. Imitation can be the sincerest form of flattery, unless, of course, that involves attempting a 370-pound deadlift, having never learned proper form. Goes back to what you're saying. You end up on gym fuckery. No, I didn't even write anything down on number 12, the grunter.
What's the matter with grunting? We're there to work out. Don't Planet Fitness me. There's no grunting. We're there to grunt.
Okay, if you're dumbbell curling 10 pounds, you don't need a fucking grunt.
That's true.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Fine.
But
grunting.
Arnold would grunt during his workouts.
I
You got to
should
grunt.
have kept the paragraph because
Grunting is an important way to lift heavy weights.
you're right.
You need to get that to get it going there.
Number 13.
Sometimes you're lifting really heavy weight, you gotta go.
Number 13, the liability. Getting too close for comfort is not only irritating, it can result in a dropped weight, a black eye, or worse.
Fucking firemen. They will not stay in their space.
Stay in your lane, motherfucker.
These fucking firemen come in with their goddamn radios. Well, they're the Mileys. They got their fucking radios going.
Okay, this kind of goes with number 14, the Space Invader.
Yes. Stay out of my zone. Look, I'm clearly doing lateral raises. Don't get in here. I'll hit you in the face. One day, I'm doing lateral raises, and a fucking fireman walks by and gets hit. Because I'm like, and I looked at him like, I go, you stupid fuck.
You're such an asshole.
I mean, come on, stay out of the way. And when I love, the other one I hate, Space Invaders, right? If I'm doing like a bench press or something, I'm laying down, and somebody walks by the bench. Don't walk by the bench. I got more weight than you weigh on here, and I could die if I drop it on my face. Don't walk by.
Yeah.
Go around.
Yeah.
You see somebody lifting, and you want to get to a weight or you want to get to a place, go around them. Just don't walk in that area when somebody's
that's what I'm
lifting.
saying. It's a liability. That's a liability.
Because I may hurt you.
After you put it down.
That's right.
Okay, number 15, the Sweaty Betty and Stinky Steve.
Oh God, we got
Sweaty Betty is. I never heard of Stinky Steve.
Stinky Steve.
I love you, Steve. I don't think you're stinky.
Stinky, yes.
Okay, number 16, the closer. On a treadmill going nowhere fast, you may be a prime target for pushy trainers trying to score some new business.
I've never seen this. Like trainers walk up to people on cardio machines, try to get them to. They should, because you're fucking wasting your time on
45%, yes, and this is why 45% of the trainers said that they don't think people seek out enough professional help.
I agree.
Like
This is the point on this is a little bit. There's a little bit of a layer here of. The research is there. Like you can figure. There's so much bullshit out there about what to do, but if you're moving, you don't need to walk on a treadmill for an hour. You don't need to run. You can do some interval training. You can do, mix it up. Do some rowing. Do some elliptical. Do some boxing. Do some kickboxing. Do jump rope. Do things that are functional things that change. The worst thing you can do, really, in my opinion, this is my opinion, the worst thing you can do is do just jogging. Unless you want to look like a person who runs marathons, which is usually
They're not just jogging, though. The marathon runners are not just jogging.
No, mostly, they're getting after it, but, you can be skinny fat and be a runner. You can be skinny fat and be an elliptical person.
That's true. Nobody wants to do that. It hurts your knees.
But do something that's going to challenge you, and do something functional. I'm really, right now, at my advanced age, I'm really big on let's do squats. You know why? Well, because as long as I want to be able to get myself up off the toilet, I need to be doing squats.
Okay, that's true.
Right?
I did squats today, and now I can't get off the toilet.
I tell people all the time the most important exercise we do at 9 round is anything that makes you get down on the floor and get back up.
Okay, that's true. I love that. Number 17, you ready?
I'm ready.
The wild one.
Oh,
Do you know what this is? The all natural crowd. The ones who don't want to wear shoes.
No, that's not.
That is not.
I've never seen that.
Okay, good. Rather than under your toes can be freeing, we get it. Problem is hygiene. Okay, see number 15, which was.
Yeah. There are some people that
the Sweaty Betty, right? Hold on, let me.
Okay.
I'm all for barefoot training, which I'm not all for barefoot training, but I'm all for being barefoot all the time. I am running the streets barefoot.
I'm barefoot right now.
Yes, I hate wearing shoes. But if your feet smell like Bigfoot's diaper,
hey,
you either need to keep your shoes on or give them a good scrub before coming to the gym. Okay?
Well, I washed my shoes.
I'm just reading the number 20s.
I feel like you threw that one in to personally attack me.
We're not talking about your boat shoes.
My boat shoes really smelled bad this weekend.
They were freaking awful. Sidebar. we went sailing this weekend, and I walked into our room, and I was like,
It's
why?
called a cabin.
I'm sorry, I walked into our cabin, and I was like, why does it smell like dirty feet? And immediately he said, oh, it's probably my shoes. And sure enough, right there were his shoes. I was like, get them out of here.
Yeah,
it was bad. It was bad. I can't do dirty feet.
Well, I can't wear socks ever when I'm on the boat, first of all. I always
just wear socks and that's it then.
I always pack socks when we get on the boat, but I'm like, I never wear them.
You're gonna like number 18.
And then
ready?
I love my Olakai shoes. I don't know if I said that right, but they are fantastic. They have great grip on the boat, so I don't ever slip. The only time I've ever slipped and busted my ass is when I was barefoot.
You're not used to be barefoot.
The only time I see people not wearing shoes in the gym is like if they're deadlifting and they have socks on. They always at least have.
Do they take their shoes off to deadlift?
Yeah,
Why?
there's like a lot of people think you need to have like a really flat sole.
Oh, okay, I didn't know this.
And that's why I used to wear I used to just wear my Converse All Stars to like deadlift and squat.
Yeah, you ready for number 18?
I'm ready.
You're gonna laugh at this one.
Okay.
The shrug it out, bro. Unfortunately, traps aren't made in the kitchen or at the squat rack.
Oh.
If it's not leg day, steer clear of such hallowed ground. Everyone says curls, but taking up a rack for shrugs is worse.
I don't disagree.
You disagree?
Disagree. First of all,
okay.
I have huge fucking traps and they're really strong.
Do you do lots of shrugs?
I do shitloads of shrugs.
At the.
I do them. So at the place that I go, we actually have a hammer machine, and I'm the only one that fills that fucker up with 45s.
They're saying what they were saying for bicep curls. All you need is a preacher bar or a set of dumbbells and a clear spot in the gym. Correct?
Yes.
Same thing with shrugs.
No, don't do curls in the squat rack. Unless in the power rack, unless you're supersetting it with something else like I did today.
I would think that was different.
I did barbell curls while I was doing overhead press. I was supersetting
with the rack.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had both bars set up. Now, shrugs, you can do them on a Smith machine, but it's not the right amount of weight, and it doesn't give you free bar travel. And there's just something else about having that weight hanging off your hands.
You like the weight hanging.
But where are you going to do them? You're going to do them at a bench. So you're going to take up a bench to do them. I think doing shrugs in a power rack is perfectly okay. Now, what you don't do, shrugs are like calves. You don't need to take a long break in between. You need to get in there, get your shit done, 30-second break in between, 5 sets, and load that motherfucker up, and just do them fast.
And then get out. Number 19. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a spot, bro.
Okay, well, read this one because there's nothing wrong with asking for a spot.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with it, okay? And like I said, I just paraphrased what they said. So he said, it's hard to say no to a dude who always needs a spot. Safety first, right? Like, you can't say no to someone who's asking. Keep in mind that not every lift should be a 1 rep max attempt. Not every lift.
That's true, yeah.
And other lifters do have their own programs to tend to.
Yes.
So you cannot stand there, a group full of...
And damn sure don't come talk to me while I'm in the middle of a set.
Okay, see, then that should probably have been added. The only exercises that really need to be spotted are chest press and fly variations and squats. Most of the time, a spotter's only function is safety to help you get into position for a lift or prevent you from dropping weights on your skull. Isn't that what a spotter is? That's what I think of whenever...
Yeah, just to make sure you don't die. Squats, definitely. Most of the thing. Squats and bench are the two. Most of the other stuff you can recover from, I think. All right, what do you got next?
Number 20. But first, let me take a selfie.
I got no problem with people taking selfies.
In our gym, no, I freaking love it. This is what I said. I said our members are good at not being, on their phones. They don't take their phones around with them. They can't. Unless they're unless they're a nurse and they're on call.
Unless they're waiting for a kidney to be delivered and they have to go to surgery, yeah.
And they never interfere with other members. Like none of our members ever interfere with other members when they take a selfie. Yeah. Some of them do. It's a very, very small few people that do that. Although I have seen other members laugh at a member taking a selfie. Totally fine. I don't care. Give us publicity. Give us a shout out. We don't
I'll
care.
take a selfie with you.
Yes, we don't care. I have no problem with selfies because I just like pictures. So that's it.
So the couple that you missed.
Yeah, that's my 20 that I got online.
The workout glove guy.
Hmm?
The workout glove guy.
What's that mean? Does he spend like 20 minutes like fitting his fingers in his glove?
The guys that wear workout gloves.
Oh.
Those are called tampons for your hands.
Well, so that's no different than wrapping up.
No, that's different. That's protecting your hands from punches. This is, I don't want calluses on my hands. If you're gonna lift weights, you're gonna get calluses. I don't want my hands to be rough.
Is that why they wear them?
Yes, because it should not wear them.
That's where the chalk comes in, right?
No, chalk helps with a grip.
Oh, okay.
Chalk's awesome. Don't wear fucking gloves when you work out.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
And I got no problem with wrist straps like the old way. I've actually had to start using those.
I have very.
The other thing is like, be mindful of what you were talking about. This, be mindful of what you're wearing in the gym. And I'm talking about dudes. Nobody wants to see your pit hair coming out.
Oh, I hate tank tops.
Don't wear. I stopped wearing tank tops when I was 8 years old. Don't wear tank tops anymore.
Oh,
Those are for kids.
Unless you shave your pits.
Don't wear tank tops anymore.
Even if you shave your pits, you guys can't wear tank tops?
No. Why are you?
I disagree with that.
Why are you wearing sleeveless shirts? Come on, man. Don Johnson ended that in the 90s in Miami Vice. That was over. And I see, The Rock wears them and all blah, 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 but come on. Really, are you that self-conscious?
Does The Rock have hairy pits?
I don't. He probably doesn't have any
Can
hair
someone
in his face.
Google that up for me and like send me a message? Like,
my guess is he shaves his face, which is fine. To each their own. If you sweat a lot, get a headband or a hat or something. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thank you. This was fun. We made way over 30 minutes.
Oh shit! Was it?
We had a
was it
great
50?
Time. It was a lot. You're gonna have to edit some down. Probably all you banging your headphones into the mic. And
I thought it was great. Okay, so thank you, and tune in to our next episode.
Just be nice at the gym and put your weights back where they belong.
If you can't help but step into the mud,
take your shoes off.
Be
or go home.
Mr. Rogers and bring another fucking pair of shoes.
Yes. Have a pair of shoes for the gym.
And go love your neighbor. Bye.
That's it. Great bullshit. Okay, so.
You've got to start giving me a little bit of pause.
For what?
And just a few things. Like, as soon as you said, that's great bullshit. Okay, so I need to be able to cut this. You got to give me just a little bit of, even just a half a second. What happened?
Well, I was just starting to think about, like, the fucking bullshit that I see that I want to talk about that I can't talk about right on the regular episode. But our kids can hear me talk about someday. You know what I mean?
Is this great bullshit after hours?
After hours.
Okay. It's so hard when I'm trying to edit our shows. And we don't give a little bit of a. That's all I need is just
okay. If you want to hear Grable shit after hours, you have to subscribe to Christy's footfinder.com page.
Oh my god, I love that so much. But you have to pay, bitches.
And break. Okay, now we can do Grable shit after hours. Footfinder.com.
It can't be Footfinder. It's gotta be named something different.
Oh my god, your feet are so fucking hot. They'd be the best. You literally. I could have retired.
Someone has that.
What?
Someone literally has, oh my god, your feet are fucking fine. Or your feet are fucking gorgeous. We gotta come up with something different.
No. Oh my god.
Your feet are like 300 pounds apiece.
Jesus Christ. Get your cankles off the table. No, what I was saying is, like, your feet are maybe the most perfect feet I've ever seen. And they really would make a lot of money on footfinder.com.
That's just weird, but I am down.
Who gives a shit?
I am so down.
What do you care what somebody else's perversion is?
Someone had. I'm gonna throw up because I don't like feet. That's the thing. There are lots of someones out there who probably like bunions.
Gross. Why would they like that shit?
No, trust me. Because people are fucking freaks.
You think there's somebody that likes finger toes? Like
Oh,
they got a finger
God.
toe fetish?
Oh, probably. Ew.
I love finger toes.
No, that's so funny. That was a good episode. How long did we go?
Oh, it was long.